The Torch Award is a tribute to men like John H. Patterson and the Wright brothers. In 1916, when Patterson and the Wright brothers' legacy had been cemented, a torch was passed to a new generation of entrepreneurs. B.G. Danis grabbed that torch, and generations of Danis family members carried it forward through the realization of his vision for the Danis company and our entire community.
We're a construction manager / general contractor, headquartered in Dayton, 100 years old. Have offices in Dayton, Cincinnati, and Columbus, and North Carolina and Florida.
The construction business is a business of relationships. We really all have to trust each other, and you know, there's a lot of sums of money on the line, so we have to know what each other's doing so we can do the right thing by the customer.
Danis's mission is very similar to ours. They are very committed to the community, to the people of our community, and to the children of our community. It was very important to us to find a construction company to partner with that was local. Similar to us, we are locally governed, that cares about the community and not only the children of today, but tomorrow and the next year and the next year. So it was a perfect partnership for us.
My dad's been doing business with Danis for 43 years. He passed away in 15, but he was doing business with Tom Himmelrath back in the days, and everything was about relationships. Those guys got along great and did a lot of great things together, but they care about, you know, us as vendors, and the relationship goes pretty deep.
We had an issue of a contractor, an IT person, people just not talking well to each other. Everyone's stress is very high, has to get done. And Jim Lapidi, who is one of our project directors, I called him and I said, I think we have to talk. He came over the next morning, and his comment to me was, Cindy, there's always an answer for every problem. I can't tell you how important it is for me to work with someone like that. He's a young inspiration to me.
I started as a co-op 18 years ago, and I got the chance to kind of move up, and they've offered the support and education along the way, so they've given me opportunities that I never thought that I would get.
Community involvement's always been important to the company, to my family. My father stressed it, that we were lucky and we should give back. We have to support the communities. You know, we're not just going to blow into town, do one big job and leave. We're going to be there, and it's just neat, you know, I think, to be able to give back, and I think our employees enjoy it too.
The Constructing Hope mission at Danis is really important to me, and reaching out to our communities. All of our executive staff, you know, they're very involved. It starts from the leadership down, and they've made it very easy to get involved in the different communities, and so I feel like that's a really important part of our mission, getting out there and helping people in our different communities.
Businesses like Danis that have been around for over 100 years, it's a great business, it's a big business, it's a family name that has been around for generations, and it's a beacon for young entrepreneurs in the Dayton area to say, you know, wow, I can do this too, and maybe I can have some of that secret sauce that Danis has been using.
On behalf of your Better Business Bureau, the businesses and consumers we serve, we congratulate Danis Construction on this incredible honor.
The Kettering Health Network is proud to pass the 8th Annual Torch Award to Danis Building Construction Company. John Danis, would you please join me on the Synchrony Financial stage to accept your company's award.
I'd also, as Phil said, like to thank everybody involved at the Better Business Bureau, the committee, most of all the employees and associates of Danis. And I'd also like to give a little shout out to Dan Davis. You know, Dan's been on the committee for 12 years. We've known each other since our daughters started playing basketball and soccer. And does this mean I can finally stop giving you $20 now that, you know, I got an award? And, you know, Nothing to do. Okay, good. Thanks, Dan. You know, it's probably a misnomer to be mentioned in the same sentence as you know, Patterson and Kettering and those others. I don't think I can take a torch from them. Maybe a small match, but they clearly led the way for Dayton and did a lot of neat things in this community that hadn't been done before. And I'd like to think that a little bit of that has rubbed off on us. I am a lucky person. In business, I've been lucky because of those that came before me. Two quick stories. My grandfather, of course, started the company 101 years ago and went through the Depression and lost the company, actually. It became part of the Schwinn Realty Company, which was owned by the Keys family here in Dayton. And this is one of those great old family stories that my father told me, and nobody was around when it happened, so you know, I can just kind of make it up as I go. But one of the things my dad told me when he, you know, in talking about my grandfather was as the Depression got over and he got on his feet again, instead of just starting up a new company, he said he was very careful, and as my dad phrased it, he said he bought his name back. And I said, what's that mean? And he said, well, you know, he kind of, he lost the company in the Depression, and he didn't have to buy it back because, you know, there wasn't anything there to buy back. He could have started up new, but he paid off every debt he had because he said, you know, he never wanted to owe anybody anything. And I'd like to think that was a little bit of integrity on his part, and that story kind of resonated with me as I was growing up. And then another story that I think of a lot, and some of you I think have already heard this, there was a strike way back in the 60s. One of my older brothers was down at the office, and there were picketers outside, you know, striking against Dayton's. And we had a 5-cent Coke machine right inside the door, and of course there was a bathroom there. And the strikers would come in and get their nickel Coke and use the bathroom and go out. And my brother said to my dad, "Dad, they're striking against us." My brother was like 14 years old. And he said, "You know, why are you letting those guys come in here?" And he said, "Well, Chuck, what you got to understand is they're striking against us now, but sooner or later we're going to sign an agreement. And we're going to all be one company, one family again. So you just got to treat people the right way, and things will work out in the end." So, as I said, I've been very lucky. I've been lucky to have people like that before me, and I'm extremely lucky right now to have the people around me that can deliver on the promises that we make, like we have for children, as Cindy Berger so nicely talked about in the video. Construction is kind of interesting. You know, basically people we get a set of drawings about that thick, and then they give us $40 million, and they say, "Make our dreams come true." And I don't do that, but the people that work for us spend the day making somebody's dream come true. And for that, I'm extremely lucky. And the last thing I'm lucky about is my wife and my 5 kids. 5 kids aren't here, but my wife is here. And you know, you gotta have family behind you to do the things you do in work. And so for that, I'm lucky. So I just want to say thank you once again. And hopefully the luck I've had and the experience our company's had will somehow live on in this community. And because I know there is no secret sauce. It's just doing the right thing, and I think all of us can do the right thing. Thanks.
John, congratulations. Your buildings have always been and will continue to be an important part of the Dayton skyline. You've left your mark. It is time now for the Student Awards, our annual glimpse into the future. And once again this year, the future is very bright, as you're about to see. As we honor the Dayton Power and Light Company Students of Integrity, please welcome to the stage Yolanda Oster from the BBB Center for Business and Consumer Ethics, and Scott Burge from the Dayton Power and Light Company. Please join me.
All right, well, good evening, everyone. As Chair of the Center for Business and Consumer Ethics, it gives me great pleasure to present the 2017 Dayton Power and Light Students of Integrity Awards alongside Yolanda. As many of you are aware, the Center for Business and Consumer Ethics, or the CBCE, as we tend to refer to it, is the charitable arm of the Better Business Bureau. The CBCE has the simple mission of building confidence in our community by educating consumers, businesses, and nonprofit organizations in fair market practices, ethics, and fraud protection through many sponsored activities. Dayton Power and Light is honored to sponsor this year's Students of Integrity. We are impressed by the students here today and value their enthusiasm and look forward to their contributions in the not-so-distant future as they become leaders making a lasting difference in the Dayton region. The Students of Integrity Awards recognizes Miami Valley High School seniors who personify ethics through leadership, community service, overall integrity, and academic history. Each year, students are honored with a generous $1,000 college scholarship to give them a financial head start in fulfilling their career aspirations at the college of their choice. Proudly, we share that this is the 15th year the Better Business Bureau and the CBCE have recognized students who exemplify strong ethics and integrity. Since inception, nearly $75,000 in scholarships have been awarded from many different sponsors in the community. So I was asked to talk a little bit about integrity in my own words. Defining it was rather simple. Words like honest, respectful, fair, morally upright all immediately come to mind. The definition is relatively straightforward. But when you start to peel back the onion and consider where we learn these traits, it gets a little bit more interesting. Think back to your college days, and I realize college memories may be a little spotty for some of us. But it's hard to recall much more than the mandatory business ethics class. Ethics is just a tough subject to teach by textbook. As I thought more, I realized that integrity, ethics, one's moral compass, those are all learned through interaction and personal everyday experiences. Immediately, there are two groups of influencers that come to mind. The first, of course, are the individuals in this room. Most, if not all of you, are leaders within the business community. Let's face it, we spend a good deal of our day, and our lives for that matter, at work. While sales, profits, growth may all be top of mind, it's important to remember that as leaders, all eyes are on you. Be mindful that day in and day out, the people within your organizations learn their moral standards and strong ethical character based on what you demonstrate every day. The second group is parents. Once more, many of you fall into this group. Keep in the back of your mind that those seemingly innocent dinner table conversations, or whatever actions you take as you taxi the kids to their next activity, it's those moments that serve as the backdrop for our moral character. No matter how much we may deny it, we all tend to be just like our parents in the end. So before we get to presenting any awards, I want to take one moment to recognize the parents of tonight's Students of Integrity winners. I believe the majority of them are sitting back in the corner here. While these awards are about your children, it's important that we recognize the guiding moral and ethical principles you provided all these years. Please join me in applause. I'll turn it over to John because I think Yolanda has lost her voice.
She has a strained voice, so she has asked me to step in and take her place. And as soon as I find her place, on behalf of the board of the Center for CBCE and its executive director, Yolanda Oster, I'd like to recognize the 2017 Dayton Power and Light Students of Integrity. At this time, I'd like to invite the students to join me on the Synchrony Financial stage as I read your biographies, and please remain on stage for a group picture as the rest of the honorees join in. So please begin to make your march to the stage. Student of Integrity winner, Mitchell Colvin. Mitchell is from Tippecanoe High School. He plans to study exercise science with a minor in Spanish. Mitchell's goal is to become a physical therapist for Doctors Without Borders. Student of Integrity winner, Charles Jerry C.J. DeStefani II. Charles C.J. is from Bellbrook High School. He has been accepted to 6 universities and plans to earn a BS in physics and astrophysics. Student of Integrity winner, Carrie Kuderman. Carrie is from Versailles High School. She will be joining the U.S. Army Reserve this summer, and following her training, she plans to attend The Ohio State University to major in logistics management and political science. Niraj, you've got some competition. Student of Integrity winner, Noah Meyer. Noah is from CJ, Chaminade Julienne Catholic High School, plans to continue his studies in physics and math with a minor in philosophy. Student of Integrity winner, Rico Waymeyer. Rico is from Milton Union High School, plans to attend the University of Cincinnati and participate in their College of Nursing program. Please join me in congratulating our 2017 Dayton Power and Light Students of Integrity winners. We're going to do a quick picture here. A quick reminder, there will be pictures for everyone. All of our award recipients are invited to stay after, finalists and winners alike, for group pictures.
So there they are, students of integrity. What I tell you, impressive, huh? The future is indeed bright. Or in the case of that one young man, it's out of this world. What was he? Physics, astrophysics? Accepted in 6. Do you have to pay tuition at all 6? Man, for your mom and dad's sake, I hope not. 2 is enough in my case. All right. In the words of the great boxing announcer, Michael Buffer, it is time for the main event. Why we're all here tonight. We had a dynamic pool of 18 completed nominations this year. We made some enhancements to the nomination process, putting the spotlight on not only the organization, but also on its leadership. But the organizations featured tonight stepped up to the plate and made the decisions difficult once again, as I'm sure the judges would agree. In fact, one judge said, quote, most submissions were very well done with excellent content and documentation. Another said judging was as difficult as ever. Some really good books this year. That's what they submit. They are books. So let's find out more about our finalists and announce the winners. All finalists have certificates honoring their achievements. You hopefully saw those at your table. Display those proudly, and don't forget to spread the word on social media as the finalists and the winners are announced. So are we ready? Here we go. The first category in the 1 to 6 employee business category. To tell you about the finalists, announce the winner, please welcome from Back to Business IT to present the Eclipse Integrity Award, the first one of the night, Amanda Greenwood. Amanda.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Amanda Greenwood. I'm one of the owners of Back to Business IT, and first and foremost, it's an absolute privilege to be in this room with a group of people who value integrity as much as they do. Second, I would love to congratulate all of the finalists. It's definitely an honor to make it this far in the competition, and I'm sure you are all completely well-deserving, and you should be proud of yourselves. Like everybody in this room, the value of integrity means everything to us as a firm. We are in the IT business, and it's all about trust. It's incredibly important for us that our clients know that we are both devoted custodians of their sensitive systems, but also that we truly care. We want to do the right thing for you, whether it's easy, hard, or whatever it is. We are firm believers at Back to Business IT that integrity is something that cannot be taken from you. It can be given, but it can't be taken. That's something that you hold close and you have the control over. In 2010, we were fortunate enough to win this award, and I can tell you that 7 years later, it is still our most cherished accolade. So let's get started. The first nominee for the 1 to 6 employee finalists is the Allen Conway Group. The culture at the Allen Conway Group, a trusted business advisor and implementer of business systems, is a quality-driven and collaborative. The team's strong moral compass has helped the company stand the test of time, and it continues to operate honestly and fairly. The company's longevity speaks to its integrity. ACG completes projects and stands behind them. If the team doesn't feel they have a solution to fit a prospective client, then they tell them. Community involvement is a priority for ACG. They believe a healthy, well-educated community built on respect and integrity provides fertile ground for business development. Team members support many organizations, including the Dayton Rotary Club, Prevent Blindness, and Agape for Youth, and many more. Recognizing the Allen Conway Group's strong moral fabric, the BBB is proud to recognize it as a 2017 Eclipse Integrity Award finalist. Second nominee is Audio Etc. Audio Etc. is an award-winning customer electronics dealer with a state-of-the-art showroom which specializes in best practices and solutions to meet the client's needs. The team strives to treat every client, employee, and community guest with the respect and fairness. They constantly adapt and reinvent themselves to meet the needs of their ever-changing technological world. The company gives back to the community by making its community room available to community groups and donating one of America's only 4D mobile home theaters to worthwhile charities. Leadership also supports many community groups, such as the Home Builders Association, Dayton Emerging Fashion Incubator, Dayton Area Chamber of Commerce, Ribbon of Hope, and the Opera Guild. As it creates lifelong customers by treating clients with the highest integrity, this evening we honor Audio Etc. as a 2017 Eclipse Integrity Award finalist. Nominee, Solid Rock Roofing. Solid Rock Roofing Incorporated, a Miami Valley roofing contractor, celebrates 27 years in business this year. The team strives to be easy to work with by adhering to the highest ethical and professional standards. The company's longevity assures customers they can depend on it for the long term. Its culture is family-like with open and honest communication. It's a small, close-knit group that shares in the sacrifices and the rewards. The company strives to be active in the community through organizations such as the Heart of Centerville, Chambers of Commerce, Centerville Noon Optimist, and Centerville Historical Society. As it's committed to employee training, safe work environments, accountability to its customers, exceeding expectations and excellence in products and services, the BBB celebrates Solid Rock Roofing as a 2017 Eclipse Integrity Award finalist. Is this the part where I'm supposed to say La La Land? And the winner in the Eclipse Integrity Award 1 to 6 employee category is Solid Rock Roofing Incorporated. Oh, sorry. cupcake is beauty.
Wow. Thanks. Third time's a charm. I'm Cheryl Smith. I'm the owner and president of Solid Rock Roofing. Congratulations to all of the finalists. We are all winners tonight. As a young girl, I didn't imagine that I'd be a roofing contractor or a business owner, but here I am. Solid Rock is celebrating 27 years of business. We will continue to conduct business the way we always have. Sometimes it's not the easy way, but it's always the right way. Thank you to the BBB and the Eclipse Integrity Award judges for recognizing that we